Hello everybody, welcome back to the Carver's Woodshop. I'm going to wait a little bit. We're live on a Saturday evening at 8:30, and I'll post this on to YouTube a little bit later. But some of you have some questions, I know, about Noah's Ark and all the rest that goes with it. So I'm just going to wait a couple of seconds here until some people pop in. Alright, just hang in there for a little bit. Hello, welcome. Alright, we're going to go over a couple things here about Noah's Ark. Once that stops ding-donging behind me here. Some of you have asked how to do Noah's Ark. This was one that I did back in 2013. I do have a pattern for it. That's already pre-made because I have a Noah's Ark that's on DVD, the old style with the taller giraffe and bigger stuff. But I wanted to make sure when I did this project that I could do it with the cutouts and something smaller than anything too big. I wasn't really in the mood to make a new ark altogether. I looked into a couple of different things, and possibly a shelf on a wall, or putting this one here on a and I looked on Pinterest, I looked on Google. You can buy them. Some of them are up to $180 for one. Some are $25, but you have to find something that's going to fit the pieces that you have if you don't want to build it. Building this kind of stuff is not really my thing. I enjoy doing the carving more than the building. So that's where it's at with this. What this ark is made out of, it's out of basswood that's 2 inches thick. And I think it's 18 inches long. I haven't really measured it. I think about 18 inches. And it's all carved out with the eaves on the roof and cut in a little bit on the side here. And then I carved all the planks in and the windows in. And then I would actually use the wood burner to mark those up a little bit and make these brown things in between. And then I sloped the roof a little bit and left it flat at the top so I could put some of these on there. So if you're interested in this, I'm going to put a packet of different sizes, and this is what they look like, the different sizes of the one. This would be the giraffe, this would be the hippo, and the elephant, and this one's this different sizes. The only two different other sizes would be Noah and the little dove I have up here. Okay, and so those will be a little bit different. Hello Mark, hello Walter. So it's going to be similar to a set that I did for the Nativity where I had to add Jesus and the star as a different cutout. I tried to do everything from these three, but it didn't work out quite that way. So, and then what I'll do is when I put the packet together, I'll put these each in a separate bag saying these belong to the lion, the monkey, and the owl. And then this one will go for the hippo, the elephant, and the I'm working on the zebra right now. That's been a little bit of a challenge for me. And then or the elephant is the long one, and then this is the second one for all the rest. But I'll mark those all down for you as we go here. This here, if you don't have a 2-inch 2x4 2-inch basswood, you can also make it out of 2x6s and then paint your designs on if you want. I know lumber is becoming very expensive right now, and if you're into building anything, you might want to make the shelf kind. There's all kinds of different variations of the ark that you can make. So I do have this pattern. It's 2 sheets, exactly the same pattern as what you see here, and the same dimensions. You don't have to alter them in any way, and they will go with the cutouts. If you order the cutouts, you'll get that to go along with it. The other thing I wanted to share with you, a lot of you have asked, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, because I can watch the video, the screen right now. Many of you have asked about my Rough Rider knives that I use a lot. Some of you have bought them. Some of you wanted me to see, asked me if I had these or not. Let me just share something with you. The knife that I sell now to everybody is called the Murphy knife. All right, it's this the guy right here. Very nicely done. I have a guy that actually does these for me, and a lot of times these knives will not come already pre-sharpened, but this one's ready to go, and it's very nicely done. And I use that some of the time, but a lot of times in my carvings you're going to see me use one of these, a little knife, a little Rough Rider. And these are all Rough Riders that I bought a number of years ago, and they were fairly cheap. I would say anywhere under $10 maybe a piece. Of course, as time has gone on, they've cost a lot more. And some of you have asked if I could get you a Rough Rider like similar to this, with this blade or something similar to it. So I went ahead and bit the bullet, and I went ahead and bought a larger, the handle's a little bit longer. It's only about a ½ an inch longer than this one, a little thicker. These were really big blades. I ground them down, and I actually have 2 really nice knives. I carved with these all afternoon, well, for a couple hours this afternoon. They held up very, very well. So if I'm going to do it, it will probably be something like this, that you'll get 2 knives, not 1, but 2. And you notice if I go ahead and grind these, I'm going to lose some of where you can pull it out. I'll try to leave some of that there so that you can pull them out, okay? The problem with these, if you ground them too far, some of these would stick out a little bit. So I usually did one blade out of 3. There are 3 blades on this one, if I can do this. All right, there's 3 blades on this one. I just sharpened this one. You can use this as just a utility knife. It's way too long to grind this down. It would be hard to try to pull it out. So I left that one alone. It would be the other 2. Now this knife is not cheap to start with, okay, to get it. So I'll come up with a price. If you're interested in this particular one, I will grind it for you. It's not going to be 100% perfect, but I will tell you this. If I do it, I'm going to test each one just like I do my other tools here that I have. You know, these, I sharpen these all before they even go out the door. And many of you have said that you were happy with how sharp they were. And that's going to be the same thing with this. And you'll be able to maintain that with the sharpening wheel with no problem. Okay? Very rarely will you ever have to grind that again. And this is a stainless steel. It's a 440 steel. It's a Rough Rider. And we'll see how they work out. Now, like I said, this is not going to be cheap. I'm thinking somewhere around 45 to 48 for both of these to be done and to be shipped. That's what I'm looking at, because the knife itself is expensive, and they take me a while to do. So, and I will say this, folks, when you do carving and it fits nice in your hand, you know, this thing really fits nice in your hand. There's some weight to it, which I was really surprised. The weight on it made it very, very easy to carve. And I mean, very easy to carve. It's not hard at all to carve anything, and I didn't even soak this one yet. Look at how simple that is. That's the one side, and this is the other side. Now, they're always going to look a little different because I can't grind them exactly the same. I did go out and bought a larger grinder this week, and oh, Mark, I make the second one while I'm online with you guys. So, hi, Jack. So I will have 2 of everything when I'm done. and this is going to be like a 18-piece set. And I'm looking at somewhere around $45 to get all those pieces together and shipped to you. Shipping costs a lot. You know, it's $8 or $9 just to ship the stuff to you. So, and that's the flat rate for the most part. So that's my idea here, folks. I will, thank you. Thank you very much for saying that. I'm glad that it's working well for you. So, you know, I only sell stuff that I actually use and use a lot of. And this is something I think will be nice because you'll be able to take it with you when you travel or if you're going away somewhere, and then you can open it back up and start carving with it. All right, so this is, I'm going to see if I can find more of these. I can't remember the stock number. I know this one was R282, and I may have some of these left over from years ago. I bought like 15 of these, thinking I was going to regrind them until I found out how much work they were to get them down. Are they going to be absolutely perfect and shiny? No. They're not going to be that way, but I'll tell you one thing, they'll be sharp. They'll be ready to go. And as you notice, some of these get shorter over time as I regrind them again, and I, I have like 6 or 7 of these laying around. Rarely do I use a regular Murphy knife. I have in the past, and they work really, really well. There's no problem with that at all. But these are harder to get, and because they're harder to get, I can't guarantee I'll have these. I ordered 24 of these. I only have 3 left. And I've called the guy yesterday. I didn't get a call back from him. I will try to continue getting these in stock, the Murphy knives in stock. I can't guarantee that I can. That's why I decided if I can start doing something like this with the Murphy knife, with the Rough Rider knife, that's what I'll do. And I've been very pleased with it. Now, where do they make these? They make these in China, of course. And I will tell you, I tried Old Timers. They didn't work very well. I used Case. I wasn't happy with Case, and they're too expensive. And I got Flex Cut. I wasn't happy with that because the bevel was the blade itself was way too thick. I've tried Imperial. I just bought the Imperials because they were cheaper than these. Oh my goodness, folks. I must have spent an hour trying to sharpen that thing and regrind it, and it was just a disaster. So I bought 2 of those that I destroyed. And they're okay if you want to cut rope or something, but they're not for carving at all. So that's where we're at with this. So I'll try to get a couple more of these in, and when I have them available, I'll let you know. And when I have them ground up and all that, I'll show you a picture of what they look like, because they're always going to look a little different than what this is. Now this tip got a little bit thin, so I had to grind it back a little further. But I'll tell you, it just cuts so nice. It really does. It's just nice and easy, and it just cuts really good. And if you soak it with water or that other stuff, it does even better. So I'll be using this probably on Tuesday. All right, so we have 5 more weeks of classes. We have the lion. Okay, the lion's going to be done. Oh, well, the hippo is coming first. Okay, the hippo, the lion, the monkey, the dove, and Noah. And so that's 5 weeks. Oh, 6 weeks. I've got to do the zebra. If I can get it together, I'll do the zebra as well. And hopefully all that will work out. If there's any of this that you are interested in, it will be on my website, the store, Carver's Woodshop store. You'll be able to find all this stuff. I have plenty of the gouges now. I've got some of the knives, and I will try to get these together. And again, I don't sell, I know somebody's going to ask, well, do I sell the 2 by that big piece of basswood? No, I don't. But there are places on the net you can get them. I can't guarantee how soft they'll be or how how easy they'll be to carve. I don't know that. So hang in there. We'll get this guy finished in about 6 weeks. I'll have 2 of everything. I do one at a time to show you what it looks like, and then when I carve the second one, I have that one to paint yet. I have the giraffe, the owl, and the elephant as extras that I have to, and then those are done. So yes, you can. Now, what will come in the set? All you're going to get is the blocks. There is no patterns. You'll have to watch the video on YouTube or the videos I'll make later on if you purchase the videos. I'm going to try to get the whole set just like I did for the nativity set. Some of you have asked about the nativity set. Yes, I do have nativity sets. They're still available. I have plenty of wood. I just called the guy to see, because I know price of lumber has gone really out of wacko. I mean, really nuts. I've never seen a 2x4 that you have to pay $8 for a 2x4. But what we're going to do is, I did ask him, he said no, his prices would pretty well stay the same, so that's really not going to change a whole lot for us on what the current prices are. Can't guarantee that forever, but for right now, if I order more, it's going to be, I shipped out a lot of wood yesterday, so I'm trying to keep up with it. It takes about a week or 2 for me to get that here pre-cut to the dimensions that I want. And one other thing, the people have asked about where do I get my lumber. I don't give that information out. First of all, the guy that I get it from, he does not do small orders. He does large orders only. Plus, this is where I make a little bit of my money teaching. Since I'm doing the classes for free, I make some of that up by selling the cutouts and things like that. And I hope you understand that. I don't divulge any information where I get my tools and all that kind of stuff. That's just part of business. All right, I don't mean to be mean about it or cruel about it, but that is just the way it goes. The nativity set, I think the 3 are $38 for the 3 videos. I have to go back online and check. There's 3 of them for the nativity set, for the ones we did last year. I've done this now for about a year. Some of you have gave me feedback that you want this to continue over the summer. Well, that will be a good time to start. When we're done with this, we'll start doing some Santas and snowmen and things like that. Okay. I don't know exactly how many times I can reinvent the snowman and Santa, but somehow I always come up with new ideas with stuff. This was like a last minute thing, and I've really had a difficult time doing some of these because I wanted it to fit in this particular form, with the blocks already sold, that I didn't have to add different ones again. And a couple of Noah, I redid Noah. He looked horrible the first time. I redid the zebra twice already, and I'm still not quite happy with it. I'll see how he paints up. So, there's a couple of things I had to redo. When I normally do a video, I already have one done, and I know what I'm doing before I get online. And this time I kind of went, I just decided to go for it. So I just really appreciate all you folks coming on Tuesday night. Many of you say you're enjoying it, so I'll keep going with that. And I'll let you know about the knives. And so we have 6 more weeks, including next Tuesday, of the Noah's Ark. And I don't think there's anything else in the Bible that I could do as a set, like the Nativity set and Noah's Ark. Those are the 2 biggies with that. So I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you on Tuesday night. And thank you for all the nice comments online that you've sent my way. I really appreciate that. And keep carving, folks. I know we're going to head into summer and it's going to get a little busier for me because I have some outside projects I need to do. But that won't keep me from carving Tuesday nights for now. I might take a break now and then just to give it a breather. But other than that, we're going to keep going. Okay, folks, take care. Have a great night, and we'll see you Tuesday. Bye-bye.